Good, bro.
Man, what's up, man? I had to hurry up and get over here, man.
What you wearing, bro?
Man, I was in the gym. But listen, man, I wanted to come at least have professional. I was in the gym and I had got a call. It said that y'all needed counseling. And you know I'm the best counselor, so I had to try to hurry up and I couldn't. Come on, but I'm here.
But I need you, bro. I need you to be here for my girl. But
man,
thanks for coming through, bro.
Oh yeah, most definitely, man.
For sure. But you sure you're ready? You don't look like it.
Don't worry about it, but guess what? It start right here. Don't worry about the way I look. It start right here. Yeah, it start right here. And look, I can't have professional and have hood, but I made it. And I made it. And guess what? I'm gonna help you fix your situation. Let's get it done.
All right, I appreciate it, bro. You go ahead and have a seat right there. I'm almost ready.
Hey, I'm here. I'm here.
I appreciate you coming down.
Yeah, I appreciate you having me. You know I'm the best, and I make things happen. I'm the best counselor. I appreciate you reaching out to me, man. But when you called me at a bad time. Can't you tell I was in the gym trying to get fine? But guess what? I wasn't going to miss this opportunity for nothing, man. I appreciate you having me. Excuse my outfit, but it start right here in the mindset. Don't worry about how you look, your appearance or nothing, but it start within your mindset. How can I help you today, young man?
Well, you know, out of all the people I know, I figured you'd be the person I want to hit up. You know what I'm saying? I'm going through some things with my girl, with my ex. And I'm trying to get back together with her, but it just seems like no matter what we do, we always just kind of run into this wall. Where we can't, like, I've been trying, it's like when we get there, we end up almost getting there, and it's like back and forth. So I just want to like talk to you and figure out what I should do. You know what I'm saying? Like what I should do.
First of all, how you sex game?
Oh, that's not a problem.
You sure? Because that could be a problem too, so that's good. I could take that off the list. Sex game, good. How your relationship is in the communication?
And that's where it gets complicated. I feel like we have a good communication, but I feel like so much has happened from like where we used to be and where we are now. And I feel like we kind of like grew apart a little bit. So it was like the communication like isn't really all the way there. Like
so communication.
Yeah, communication.
Lack of communication. All right. Lack of communication. We gotta fix that. Communication is the key to everything. To building a relationship, to starting a relationship, to keeping a relationship going, to forever lasting. So communication is a must. That's the #1 rule to making a relationship or a marriage work. Communication. Being able to communicate with your other significant about everything. You understand that?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Communication. So what's the next problem?
Well, I feel like as a man, you should always be able to handle all the finances and shit like that.
Okay.
And I feel like because there's certain things that have happened, we kind of got a little behind with finances. And I feel like that's a big issue that we struggle with now. Like we're getting shit together, but I feel like being barely able to get by for a while. Okay. You know, especially coming from
financial problems. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
All right. Let me tell you something. I've been through that before. Every man want to be the head of the household. But sometimes you fall short. Sometimes things go wrong. Sometimes the business gets slow. Sometimes you might lose your job. So I understand the way you feeling about that. So you just try to come to a certain agreement to understand, like, you know, I know it felt bad. It hurt. Because it hurted me one time when I had to go through them situations. It hurt as a man to not be able to provide, because that's what we known for, being a provider. Being able to give your spouse what they ask for and what they expect of you. And when we fall short, we feel less than a man. So that's your situation.
Right.
Man.
Exactly.
I understand how you feel.
Yeah.
I understand how you feel. But do she understand that it come times in life that you fall down, and to get back up, you gotta rebuild yourself? So that's the situation. Man, where is she? Where is this young lady? Because I want to fix this situation. I need to have her on the side of you and to be able to tell me what's going on. Is she here?
Yeah, she's here. Let me see if I can get her.
All right. Financially unstable. Sex game, good. Communication, suck. Perfect. Come on. Oh, slow. Lack of understanding. He ain't got all that. Come on.
You good?
F. Oh, so this the one?
It's the one.
Oh boy, I see why you going through financially problems. I see why, boy, you got your you boy, look, you know what you was doing when you got it, but let me tell you what you gotta do to keep her, cause she look expensive.
Definitely right about that.
That's not.
So I heard him. He said, oh, excuse me. When my agent reached out to me, I was in the middle of a gym session and I felt I wanted to come half prepared and half unprepared because I didn't want to look unprepared by just wearing. So I came anywhere I came, but I'm here to get the problem solved, and I'm the best counselor, and that's the reason why y'all reached out to me, and I'm gonna help y'all get this together. So he was telling me that on the communication is okay, but lack of finance. He said, but sex game perfect. That's what you said, huh? So there ain't no lagging and slacking and none of that. All right, I got you. I'm gonna help you get with this. Now, if she leave you, it's because of your ass ain't right. Now go ahead on and tell me. He said a financially problem. So I know sometimes in life that could become an issue because every man want to be the provider. So what's your intake on that?
I feel like he was doing really good at first. After my mom had passed last year, it hasn't been a year.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah. I don't know. Things just took a turn for the worse. It was like, I feel like the responsibility fell on me instead of him being the one to just take
the initiative, the lead.
I really feel like as a woman, I shouldn't have had to worry about that. And it just all fell on me, and then boom. Like, I feel like he just got comfortable. And we did, like, granted, you know, we do content. We're YouTubers.
All right.
So with me and my grieving process and losing somebody, like, we're not going to be able to film content realistically. So it was just like we stopped doing that, but we got other businesses. I don't feel like he was fully like functioning in the other businesses that we had. And it was just like, okay, my mom died, now what? Like, I had to be the one to really work it out. Like, I was working the day, like, not the exact day my mom died, but like following up before her funeral. I wasn't even burying her yet. I was working to pay for funeral expenses and things like that. I had to do that. So I never got that. Yeah, but I had to physically go out and work. So I just don't feel like I should have been the one to get up and worry about. And I'm on the phone with you telling you, like, damn, I can't even grieve. Like, my mom died. And, like, you're trying to give me encouragement. But at the same time, I'm like, something about this ain't right. Like, I shouldn't be a woman in grief working, period.
I understand. Yeah. I understand. So you felt like at that moment you should have been able to grieve about your mom and different things. And it should have been on him. You right. You right. So what was going on, man? She done lost her mama, and you were supposed to be not just there physically, but mentally. You were supposed to be the provider. Like when my wife lost her mother, I understand that I needed her to be fully functioning where she can understand that she about to bury her mama. So I took the responsibility and told her to take a month, 2 months off, and put it all on me so I could be, so she able to get past this, because it could be a lot on a person trying to think about they need to pay this and pay that, and then getting ready to bury somebody that they love. So what the deal is, man?
Well, see what makes it tough is like with me and her, like at the time our main source of income was, or at least one of them was YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so we shot together. So when all this was going on, we weren't doing YouTube videos. So we had to kind of shift and figure out a different way. Like, even though we had other businesses going on, we lost the main income in the situation. So I definitely could have did better in stepping up and making, you know, replacing that income source. But the problem is, like I told you before, you know, and not to make excuses, but like my mom passed away, and dealing with death is not the easiest thing for me either. You know what I'm saying? And losing someone, because, you know, it was your stepfather passed away, your mom passed away. There was a lot of death that was going on. But yeah, so dealing with death was a hard thing, you know, because so it's like I feel like I could have definitely did better though. You know what I mean? And kind of like shook it off a little better, because she needed someone there who was gonna be strong through the shit and absolutely just not even get affected by it. But I was affected by it, you know. But I was still grinding, doing my thing. But since we lost that income source, and we weren't able to replace it. You know what I mean? Because I'm not gonna be like, hey, Leia, you have to shoot a video, but she's going through it.
I had to work in other areas of our business.
Yeah, we had to.
YouTube was out of the question. I could not film.
Right, there was, because with YouTube, you got to be consistent. You got to post videos all month, every day. Like, you know, so it's like, I'm not going to be to her like, I know you're going through it right now. We got to pick up that camera. We got to shoot. So we had to just eliminate that. And this is before I had the podcast, nothing like that. So basically, that's what I feel like it was. Is like I could have stepped up better. You know, looking back at it, I wish I had stepped up better. But it is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
So you learned.
I learned some shit, yeah.
Sound like bullshit. Because as a man, you want to be that provider. As a man, you want to be that. You want to be that. You want to be that leader. And to be a leader, you got to lead by all examples. By being that person. Like, you don't never want to feel like you didn't do what you had to do because you left things out. You want to feel like, man, when I lay down, I gave my all. Like, I'm exhausted because I put so much in it. And we fail to realize we could do so much for our other behalf, but we lack because we feel like we did just enough and they'll accept that. But when they stop accepting that and they put more force on us, then we feel like, man, they tripping. Or, man, we ain't, they need to help us or something like that. But they're only really putting you to that full throttle because she know you be able to do it. So that's understandable. So you should feel less than a man that you wasn't able to assist her more.
Right.
That hurt too.
Yeah, I think that at the time, you know, because like I said, before all that happened, he was a provider. He was fronting everything, bills, all that stuff. But I feel like this was the time I needed him the most. And it was like, since one business failed, it was like everything just fell on me. And at the worst time, I'm like, and you know, I'm from New Orleans, you're from New Orleans, you know, we like to go all out for our people when they die. Like, we want a second line, we want, you know what I'm saying?
We want to do everything, man. And she couldn't do that. I'm trying to tell you, she couldn't do that, man.
That's what I was going for. And I was telling him, I was like, you know, my mom, I got to go all out for my mom. Like, I got to have a second line for her. I got to do a balloon release. We got to have the brass band. Like, it's got to go crazy. You know what I'm saying?
That's a must, bro.
So it was like.
So there was some expenses.
Yeah, there was. And a lot, my phone was blowing up. Like, hey, you got to do this. You got to get her a piece.
And you did amazing.
And a lot of this stuff, I was like, I didn't even know what this was. But everybody was calling my line. I'm the oldest, you know. Well, I'm the middle. But at the time, I was the only functional child that could really do what I could do. Everybody depended on me.
Like when she died, she had to do it. She even wrote the guy.
I had to rip my mom's obituary. Like, I had to write my mom's obituary. I had to come with all the pictures, the literature. My sister kind of helped me or whatever, but it was hard for me to do that. And I'm like, this ain't an easy task.
So what we working? We need to come to some mutual agreement. So is y'all because I'm hearing everything. You ain't a bad person. It's just sometimes you feel short in communication and finance. And I know that can always change for the better or the worse. But is you sinking in the knowledge that she trying to tell you that you need to be going hard all the time? Like, you can't don't wait till it's too late to understand that you got to go hard, man. You got to go as a man, as a provider, as a father, as her having children. You got to be that head of the household. When you tired, that's when you need to go hard the most. You know, so... Like, dude, so you understand what she's saying? Yeah. All right, cool. Because you told him everything else was all right. Is there anything else he lacking in?
I feel like he's very passionate. I just feel like, you know, he can get very, I guess, weary sometimes. I don't know. Like I said, I try not to put too much pressure on him because I know what we're dealing with, you know. But I feel like for the most part, he wants to see us win. But I just feel like he's gotten comfortable with the type of businesses we have. It doesn't require us to go out and work in the field and physically go and work on your hands and stuff like that. So I just feel like he's gotten comfortable with the thought of, okay, I can make a few videos and get paid. Or I can just throw a couple of, you know, and I get paid just by throwing out a message. No, like, if times get rough, you got to be willing to get in your car and go out and get it. You know what I'm saying? Because if I can do it as a woman, then you definitely should be able to be.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
Right. You hear what she's saying? Is you soaking in what she's saying? Yeah. Because I'm trying to tell you, man, there's a lot of men out there that's willing to step up and take care of that responsibility. And you don't want to lose her. She seemed like a very, very good, intelligent woman for you. And she spoke highly about you, but you need to sit back and think, like, man, if I love her and I feel for her and I understand her, and it's the woman I want to be with. Let me change some of the ways and the way I'm thinking and the way I'm showing her my work that they like. I need to step it up.
Yeah.
She sees so much in you. She sees so much in you. Yeah. See, one thing she didn't do is she didn't say your shit wasn't right. So that's a win right there. But she said mentally, and she said that financially, that's way worse. That's way worse than that. Yeah. They'll leave your ass there. Oh, yeah. I'm trying to tell you, I done been left before. Because that's all I had to give was that. And just, whoa. There's always somebody out there that's willing to give more than what you're willing to give. So if you ain't willing to give, there's somebody out there willing to give. So handle your business, because I don't want to see you lose something that you love. And then I got to come counsel you from jumping off the bridge.
Oh, no. We don't want that. No.
Well, I will say this. You know, it's crazy. I met you at a time when all this shit's going on. You know what I mean? So it's like I needed to be more focused and more every day. I was getting too comfortable, and I wasn't doing all the shit I needed to do. But being around you, and you know what I'm saying, has taught me a lot about.
Damn, man, you done messed up my. You done say, bro, my bad. Excuse me, man. It's time. Or you done cut through my gym time, and I had to come in because I know how much this meant to you to try to change the situation and fix the circumstances. So I came. And I came unprepared, but I was prepared to give you the best knowledge, man. And ever since I met you, I see the intelligence, I see the growth, I see the wisdom, and I see the knowledge. Me on outside looking in, only thing I could tell you is let's put a little more effort into that. Let's put a little more effort into your craft, into your hustle, into your grind, because you have what it takes. The only person that can stop you from being great is yourself. The only person that could defeat you is yourself. That's why I tell you all the time, man, give it 110%. When you do that, you ain't leave nothing behind. You don't feel no regrets on what you did.
Thanks.
All right?
And the anger, we didn't touch on that.
The what? The anger problem, man. So what's going on? You hard.
He turning red.
He turning red. He already red. He already red. How red you gonna get, man? So what's the anger problem? Talk to me, man. You can't just be lashing out and feeling like when things not going right, you wanna take your emotions, you wanna lose your mind, because you gotta stay focused, man. You could hurt somebody in the midst of you lashing out because of your own wrongdoing. And
then tell me if there's anything that I could do better that can maybe help with your anger, because I try not to be in the way of that. Like I don't provoke anger. I'm not an angry person. I don't even come from that type of family background. So like, if there's anything that I'm doing or that I could do to help you, let me know, because I don't want it to seem like we attacking you because of what you got going on.
Right.
So,
I mean, I feel like honestly, when it comes to anger, because like I don't really get angry all the time, you know what I mean? But at times, what it is with her is like we might be having a good vibe and some shit will happen, I'll get mad and it'll fuck the vibe up.
So what like tell me one of the things that you will be doing that have messed up the vibe. Is it something that she did, or is it something that somebody did? Is it a message you saw? Like what one thing that'll mess up the vibe?
It could be any of those things. It just depends.
So it's easy to trigger you off. That's what you're
like a ticking time bomb.
Sometimes. But
so
I feel like
I really feel like when people easy to tick off, they missing something. Yeah. And when they missing something, they missing that attachment with God.
There we go. That's what I want.
They missing that attachment with God, because if it's easy to trigger you off, then you gotta understand, like when you got God, you understand that it shouldn't be easy to trick you out your position. It shouldn't be easy to lose focus. If you put your trust in Him, that's the whole purpose of you trusting and believing in Him. Nothing shouldn't trigger you all to where you lose your mind and you ready to go all because of something that you could fix by just making it better. So we're one of the things that trigger you all that I could fix, that you'll like me to hear, to find a way that we could go about handling it.
Well, I mean, I think you're right.
Financially.
Yeah.
Because that would trigger people out too.
And that's what I was about to say, is I feel like specifically over like the last year or so, since we've had these financial problems, I feel like it puts you in a state of mind where you're not really happy with yourself as a man. Mm-hmm. And then especially with her, like coming to her like, yo, you want to go half on this shit, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, no! That 50 shit is out the window! I understand.
But you know, but it's like, if you want to do something, it's like,
you want to do something, I understand though, man. But let me tell you something, man. I understand on that shit, man. But look, what we gonna do is, man, we gonna help you get some better credit. Yeah,
and he had good credit. Look, his dad, he come from a family of good credit. His dad got an 800 credit score. Flo had a good credit score. And, just, things as time go along, things, you move up, your credit start getting fucked up. But if you don't stay on top of it.
We're going to get that fixed for sure.
His credit better than my credit.
Oh, shit.
I'm saying,
like. Of course, why a white boy, man. They remove shit off his shit.
It's little stuff that, I look into it every album like, you could just pay off this little, you could settle with them and your credit will shoot right back up. He will not call these people. So I'm like,
you're afraid.
Just call them.
So you're afraid of growth. You're afraid of growth and afraid of challenges. That's what it seems to come to. You're afraid of growth and afraid of challenges.
No, I just need to make sure I'm handling. I'd be so overwhelmed that I need to be like, I need to get more scheduled. Like, this is what I need to do today. Let's handle this shit.
All right, you need to be more organized, more.
Do it.
Yeah, see, you got to see where organized come in at when you allow God to enter your life to where He organized your life. Mm-hmm. See, when people be all over, they don't really have Him at the focus of their life. So when God in your life, He gonna show you the angles and the directions to where He wants you, what's priority and what's secondary. And that's one thing with you that you need to understand, like. Take care of your business first. Mm-hmm. Take care of your business first, and the rest gonna be history. Like, we gotta put play behind and put business first. Like, if you able to create 10 videos with a person that you doing work with, do it. Like, what you waiting on? What you don't want to look at him? You don't want to see him? Man, if he don't want no break, then you shouldn't want no break. Right. It's too many opportunities to be great out here. And I've been seeing your video. I've been liking what you're doing with that podcast too. You doing some things, boy. So you need to keep on doing that and keep on feeding the world.
And that's why it's important to do this, because the only way I'm able to keep on is to make sure I'm good at home. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's why with this right here, because we're doing big things. But like finances and just relationships, that shit gotta be right.
Yeah, everything gotta be right. But you gotta do this, man, and do this for me before I let you go. Tell God to fix the things that you need him to fix, but also put it all in his hand. Yeah. You can't try to, we fail to realize we give God a bill, but don't give him all the bill. We give God a problem, but don't give him all the problem.
Yeah, he said cast your burdens on me.
Cast your burdens on me so I can fix it. Don't just give me ones that you feel that you need at that moment.
Exactly.
Right. No, give me all of them. If you're going to take your book sack off, give it to him so he can wear it, but you got to trust him to get it done. It might not be on your time, but it's going to be eventually. Our time is never the right time, man. It's always his time. Yeah. But I like what you're doing. I understand what you're doing. And I respect what you're saying. And it's the first step to try to fix everything. Yeah. Because when you love someone, you take the next step to try to fix it the right way and try to hit them out. So first thing I need you to do is put your priorities first. Second thing I need you to do is don't let her ass go 50-50 with you. Because there's somebody out there willing to pay all y'all. But now though, man, that's it. Handle your business, man. You're very talented. You're very smart. Don't be so easy to lose it, man, because there's so many people in the jailhouse that let 1 second of their time change their whole life. Right. You can't get that back. There's so many in there saying, if I could get them few minutes I made that bad decision, I won't be here. Right. Don't be that person. Use them as an example. So think about it, man. When things ain't going right, just turn around and say, you know what, woo-sa, God, get me out that state of mind. He said, because the enemy is always effective. The devil always going to try to enter you, but they say these words, the devil going to enter you. Observe it, but don't become it. See, when you become what the devil wants you to be, then he got you. But if you observe it and understand, like, nah, devil, not today. Leave my spirit and go to somebody else that's weak-minded. I already pray. Now get the devil going to do it. He's going to leave you and go to somebody he could be more effective to. So you got to be honest, be mindful that, man, that was wrong. I got this negative mind. Let me stop. Let me take a breather. Let me let it go. Right. Now I'm able to focus.
Right.
All right?
For sure.
I appreciate you calling me, baby.
For sure. I appreciate you.
The big counselor.
Thank you for coming, because at first I was like, what is this?
Man, I appreciate you for having me, baby. But let me go get back sexy. Because I ain't, look.
You interrupted that, man.
You interrupted my time, man. You see me, I came unprepared, but I was prepared to give you the best game.
For sure. Well, shit, I'll be in there with you tomorrow, you know what I'm saying?
You sure you been working out with me? Not with them little muscles. All right, man. Appreciate that, man. I'm out here, baby.
Hey, it's been 2 weeks.
It's only been 2 weeks. I feel like y'all been in there longer than that.